Hey guys, it's Corey again. I am going over some more stuff from Imagine AI and really addressing the question, how urgent is AI and to implement, and where's it really going? This is a presentation by Adam Brotman and Andy Sack, and they're going through kind of an AI business, AI enterprise strategy. But the key piece here that we really need to pay attention to is the fact that these guys are talking to some of the biggest names out there in the digital world, and they are, kind of going through this thing where at first they were going, yeah, it's not that it's AI is not going to be that revolutionary or otherwise, and then they're really figuring out that it's moving super fast. These guys are publishing a book. The book is being done chapter by chapter and being released on Harvard Business Review in that manner, because they just think that the time frame necessary to write a book and publish it now has shrunk so much, or meaning AI is moving so fast that by the time they got it published, it would be irrelevant. So let's see what Adam Brotman, I believe he starts out the conversation, and we'll just go through the first part of his section, and I'll pause it and talk about some things as things come to me.
Please welcome to the stage Adam Brotman and Andy Sack.
I'm coming up. Good morning. Hey everybody, I'm Adam Brotman. I'm here with my business partner Andy Sack. We're co-CEOs of a company called Forum 3. We do everything together, and we're going to speak together. So I think I'm going to speak for about 10 minutes and turn it over to my buddy Andy to talk for 10 minutes. Forum 3 is a company where we like to say we're trying to reinvent marketing. We're at the intersection of AI and marketing. We provide content, services, and software across a number of spectrums. And what's interesting is we're writing a book together. And it's the first book that's ever been published by Harvard Business Review that's being offered in a serialized fashion. And so we're producing chapters one at a time. And
it's worth noting, we're not authors. I mean, we're writing a book, but we've never written a book before.
That's right. We're definitely not authors. Although, I guess we kind of are now.
Yeah.
For good or for bad. The name of the book is called Our AI Journey. And just let me give you a little bit of background on Andy and myself, kind of explain who we are and why we're writing this book and, what we're going to talk about. So
one of the things I'm familiar with, and in my my studies, my business school studies, MBA, the Harvard Business Review typically publishes studies that have been done, honestly, over a long period of time, and lots of data, lots of research, generally that way. So I would say, yeah, that's a unique thing. Not just the fact that it's kind of documenting these guys' journey versus I would say more of a research-based type publication. Now I know they've got a variety of different things they produce, but this makes it a little bit unique for sure, given the stuff that they normally have in HBR.
I've spent my career in digital transformation, digital marketing, digital product. I was the chief digital officer at Starbucks for about 10 years. My team and I produced the Starbucks app, the loyalty program, mobile ordering. If any of you have the Starbucks app and you've used it, you kind of know what I like to do. I went from there to be the president and co-CEO for a stint in New York at J.Crew, and then came and got the opportunity to be an entrepreneur with my buddy Andy. Andy, do you want to just, since you're standing up here, do you want to just give your background real quick?
Sure. I'm a career technologist, a Web 1 entrepreneur. I started my first internet company in '94, just to date me. I became a Web 2 VC, and I dabbled in Web 3, and most relevant, I guess, to our current experience, I spent 6.5 years working for Satya Nadella just before he became CEO. I worked with him, and then for the next 6 years, and we were working on digital transformation at Microsoft, working with their new products group, and then we accidentally started this company.
So the title of our presentation is Our AI Awakening. The title of our book is Our AI Journey. And so we want to tell you a little bit about that journey. We didn't set out to write a book about AI. We just wanted to learn about AI, like I'm sure like a lot of you. And we're not experts. We could easily be just sitting out there in the audience with you guys. But we decided, okay, well, Harvard, we got lucky that Harvard asked us to write this book. They were willing to let us do it in an innovative way, which is with a community and publishing the chapters as they come out, because we figured in the AI field, if we tried to write a book about, what are the top business leaders and top AI leaders both thinking about AI? So we wanted to write about that intersection. We figured if we researched and wrote a book over the course of a year, it would be irrelevant by the time it got published. So we thought, okay, let's publish this thing one chapter at a time. Let's tell our story.
So right here, this, the urgency of AI, the speed that it's moving, these guys don't even think that they can publish a book on AI quick enough in order to not be totally outdated by the time it comes out. And I would say Harvard Business Review probably agrees with them because they're changing the way, they're allowing them to produce this in a different way. But this isn't the only evidence that AI is moving super fast, and it's time to get on, it's time to get on board with this, because you're either going to be doing this, implementing AI in your business, or if you're not, you're going to be way behind. And one of the things is, your competition is for sure going to be implementing these things if they're smart, and you just don't want technology to pass you by in this case. I think the web, the internet, there was some opportunity you could just kind of let things, it was way less of an impact than this is going to be. This is going to be about getting the work done versus just talking about or advertising your business. Although these guys are talking about marketing, this is going to be actually how you complete the work that you normally do. So let's listen to some more of what they have.
So we decided to start the journey at I think the best place you could start, which is the CEO and co-founder of OpenAI, Sam Altman. And we thought, okay, we're using ChatGPT. Everyone's had this aha, sort of holy shit moment when you use ChatGPT for the first time, and you're like, what is this thing? So we got the privilege of meeting with Sam in his office in San Francisco at OpenAI headquarters. And we were like trying to figure out how the book was going to go, but we just thought, let's just kind of have these conversations and let it write itself. So we sat down with Sam in his office. And we said, hey, we're trying to build software and services and write a book about the intersection of AI and marketing in particular. And Sam was like, I don't know that much about marketing, which is interesting because he's kind of a jack of all trades. He's run Y Combinator and Reddit for a stint, and now he's the head of OpenAI. And we're like, oh, well, what are you focused on? And Sam goes, oh, I'm just focused on AGI. And we're like, AGI? And
So AGI is the artificial general intelligence, and theoretically, according to the AGI definition, not theoretically, but according to the AGI definition, let's pull that up right now. So AGI. And not adjusted gross income. AGI. So in AI, artificial general intelligence, theoretical pursuit. Okay. So I did say theoretical pursuit in the field of artificial intelligence research is working to develop AI with a human level of cognition. That's probably a good way to put it. Human level of cognition. AGI is considered strong AI compared to weak AI. So weak AI, I believe, is what we've got right now, and this is called generative AI. So, which can function only within a specific set of parameters. So, let's listen to what he has to say about the AGI, because it's going to be revolutionary, radically different than AI, and AI is moving super fast. We're going to move even faster when we hit to AGI, and let's look at the time frame that they're talking about for that.
we didn't know a lot about AGI. You know, we've educated ourselves now, but we were like, AGI, like, that makes us think about Terminator and Skynet, and like we were kind of scared of it. We didn't understand it. And so we said, what does AGI mean for you? And Sam goes, oh, it's when it can have novel scientific breakthroughs. And we write about this in our introduction chapter of the book. And then Sam goes, and we're talking to Sam, and we're saying, AGI, scientific breakthroughs, like, what about for marketers? Like,
Novel scientific breakthroughs. Right now, I mean, when you go to get advanced degrees and you're being asked to write a thesis or do some work, do some analysis, and then defend that, you are supposed to be adding to the overall knowledge of the particular field that you're in, and that is a novel breakthrough of some kind. It's some sort of a breakthrough per se, I don't know, but you know, this is no joke, leading edge stuff that they're looking for this AI to do.
What about what marketers and agencies do? And he goes, oh, for that, he had this quote. He goes, 95% of what marketers use and agencies and strategists and creative professionals do today, like when we are at AGI, that it'll be able to do all that easily, no cost, quickly. And we were like, oh my God, that's incredible. We didn't know how to respond. So we say, how?
Easily, no cost, and quickly. And that's talking about what the marketing can do. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And check out the time frame.
Going to take, and he said, 5 to 10 years. And we were like,
5 to 10 years.
So we said that was a great beginning of our journey because it kind of shocked us about where this was going. And we didn't, it's not that we didn't take it seriously or that we were overly swept up in it, but we thought, okay, that was a signal we better pay attention. So then we read this study that came out around the same time we had met with Sam. It was published by Harvard. And it was a study that was led by Ethan Mollick. Many of you probably know who Ethan Mollick is. He's a Wharton professor who's kind of a leader in AI who we suck up every bit of information he puts out. And he led a study with Harvard and BCG where they took ChatGPT-4, they took 750 approximately BCG consultants who are very talented and smart. They put them into randomized control groups and they asked them to basically solve business problems. One group didn't use AI at all. The control group you see there. One group could use GPT-4, and one group could use GPT-4 with a little bit of training, a little bit of tiny bit of prompt, maybe a half an hour of prompting coaching. And you can see that the results came back at 40% higher quality decision-making, reasoning, and output, and 25% faster. So that was.
So this one I mentioned before. Some of the other speakers have mentioned very, very similar, the exact same results. I'm starting to think that it's all the same study that they're referencing. The interesting thing was that he doesn't mention here is when they did use the AI, they were 40% more accurate, better quality results, but 25% faster. They also brought the lowest level consultant up to within range of the best consultant or the best. I thought that they had mentioned it was a group of engineers. So there may be multiple studies, but the numbers are coming out about the same.
Because BCG consultants are pretty qualified, pretty smart folks. And if they can make them 40% better and 25% more productive, like that was another wake-up call. So then the next step in our journey is we got an opportunity to speak with Bill Gates. And this is chapter 2 of the book, I think. And we got a chance to sit down and interview Bill Gates. And we said, he's obviously the founder of Microsoft, and he's on the board of Microsoft, I believe, still, and he's very involved in AI, knows everything about AI. And he actually told us a great story about how he was skeptical about AI. And he was like, I don't believe it's going to be that revolutionary. And what happened is he tells us a story about how when he told the OpenAI team, come back when it can ace a biology exam and give commentary that proves it knows what it's doing. And they showed it to him. This is, before we all got to see ChatGPT-4. He got to see ChatGPT-4, and he was like, oh my God. And he told us a story of how when he's at the beginning of Microsoft, he got a chance to see this Alto computer in Palo Alto, which was basically his inspiration for Windows and Microsoft Office. And
so Bill Gates was surprised and threw out a pretty significant requirement before he said he would be impressed. And they apparently they must have met his requirement, because he was very shocked or surprised, and that was with ChatGPT 4. And it's just going to get better. Now ChatGPT 4 is trained on a lot more data. It's a lot smarter. It does take a little longer to generate, but it sounds like it must have passed the test.
When Bill told us the capability and the effect it had on him seeing ChatGPT 4, that it blew him away, similar to his first encounter with Alto. Like, we were like, okay, this is a very serious, very fast progressing technology, and it's going to obviously change the world. So, we've written 3 chapters so far. You're going to talk a little bit about like how they can read more about our book. And what I'll do is I'll hand it over to Andy to finish up what's going on. But you can imagine, like, at this point of our journey, we're like, this is moving very fast. This is very powerful, and we want to help business leaders and marketers kind of understand this better.
So here we're seeing Sam Altman, we're seeing Bill Gates, we're seeing these guys. Obviously, things are just absolutely moving super, super fast. And, I'm involved in the conversational voice AI. We're, Air.ai distributing the technology, implementing the technology in, various industries, various verticals. And the marketing areas are going to be significantly impacted. You hear what he's saying. Sam Altman said 95% of what marketing is will be able to be done by AGI. It's just going to be that good. So the marketing and sales aspects are going to be taken over by this AI animal. And I think we're just right on the forefront of it. Anyway, sorry the video is so long. I did have some extra commentary in there, but I think it's important to kind of frame some of this stuff and to give some additional color to it.